Good morning everyone, my name is Michelle, I hope you're doing well. Welcome to another video. It is Saturday morning, the 28th of October, and in this video we're going to talk about the Delphi case again today. Now, if you're getting sick of the Delphi case, and I can kind of tell that with my viewer numbers, but I'm keeping on going because this is crucially important. If you've kind of tuned out of the Delphi case and all the shenanigans with the attorneys versus the judge, then I guess you're not hearing this little message, but it's vitally important. Unless Richard Allen gets a fair trial, there is absolutely no justice for Abby and Livy. If Richard Allen is innocent and he's convicted of a crime he didn't do, then there is a killer out there. Still, and there forever will be, because the case will just be closed. Unless somebody at some point in the future decides to reopen it because Richard Allen really is innocent and there's another person, there's no justice there. No justice for Abby and Libby. If Richard Allen's guilty and he gets convicted, well, yeah, justice is served. However, unless that justice process is fair, then he's got grounds, he's got rights to appeal and drag the families through more and more court wranglings. So I can't stress enough how important this is. I can't stress enough. But if you're still following the Delphi case and you just want to hear something further, well, I cover lots of other cases. Later on today on Michelle Walks, I'm going to talk about the missing teenager, 19-year-old Holland Snap from Kingsport in Tennessee. And I'm also going to give an update on the disappearance of Finn Creaney from the Scottish Highlands. I did a video about him a while ago. There's been absolutely no news, but his dad has given an update. So I'm going to show that as well. And also, follow me on Facebook. Got a Facebook group where we talk about a bunch of other cases. I've got a TikTok, which I'm updating now. I'm updating TikTok. So, yeah, check out all the links in the description box of every video. All my links. Facebook group, PayPal, Cash App, Buy Me a Coffee, TikTok, all of it. Twitter, all of it. All right, without further ado, let's get into this video and the latest in the Delphi case. Okay, so if you saw my live stream from last night, then you'll know some of this. But I want to give it its own video because the Google reviews for the attorneys that have been appointed to Richard Allen are dreadful. Dreadful. So I want to give them their own video. Just to catch you up from what happened last night. After Richard Allen's attorney Brad Rosie put in those documents that we talked about on the live stream the night before, and also I talked a little bit about in yesterday's video, the Judge Francis Seagull, issued this short little memo here. Okay, order or judgment of the court. Court notes filings by former attorney Rosie and taken no action. Attorney Rosie withdrew from this matter on October 19th, 2023 and is no longer counsel of record. These filings, therefore, are ordered stricken from the record. Clerk of the court ordered to remove the pleadings from the electronic case file and the chronological case summary. Yeah, okay. Well, there was that. Baldwin, the other attorney, who was forced to withdraw at the same time as Rosie, has bitten back. But we'll get into that shortly. What the judge then went on to do is issue this order. Defendant remains entitled to court-appointed counsel. Court appoints attorney Robert Scremin and attorney William S. Labrato as contract public defenders to represent the defendant. counsel ordered to enter their appearance as public defenders on behalf of the defendant. So who are these guys? These are these guys. So that is Robert Scremin, and that is William S. Labrato. So he is the Chief Public Defender of Allen County. Where does Judge Francis Siegel reside? Allen County. Now, it's perfectly normal. There's nothing wrong with appointing public defenders from the judge's own county. That's normal, right? The case is Carroll County, but because the Carroll County judge, Judge Diener, recused himself in November of last year, they had to look for another judge. You'll know all this if you've been following the case. So that's when Francis Siegel was appointed. But given that things are highly irregular in this case, I've got a problem. And I've got an increasingly big problem. He also works for Allen County. All right. Now, in my live stream last night, I had a little dig around while I was live and found some Google reviews. It's difficult to find reviews for these guys. Now, whether they've had reviews taken down or whether just people don't write reviews about attorneys, I don't know, but I found some. I found just one for Robert. Okay, 1-star Google review by someone called Kisha. Okay, these are just screenshots I've cut off, but you can tell Law Office Robert, and that says Scremin. From a month ago. If I could give him half a star, I would. He took my money and didn't want to fight for me. When they calculated my outdate wrong after my sentencing, he told me it wasn't his problem. All right, that's just one. What about William? Well, William's worse. Way worse. Way worse. I found several terrible reviews. Really alarming, concerning reviews. And this guy has recently been suspended from his job for 2 weeks. So don't know why or what for. May have been totally not his fault. We don't know. But these reviews say everything I need to know about this guy. Now, in fairness, there are some good reviews as well, saying things like, great attorney, best attorney ever. Probably got his friends to write them. I don't know. Maybe. All right, so this is someone called Charlie. Biggest bum that ever walked into a courtroom. He might as well work for the prosecutor. Him and his merry gang of office skanks. Oh, pull no punches, why don't you? Rudest people I've ever dealt with. Does what he wants regardless of what defendant asked. If anyone else has been represented poorly by this bully, please contact me so that he can't railroad anyone else. So Charlie Shepherd wants people who've been treated badly by William S. Labrato to contact him or her. I guess Charlie could be a girl. But it gets worse. It gets way worse. It gets way worse. I'm going to have to move myself. Okay. I've not cut off the name there, so that's good. All right. Very rude, but I don't know who this is from. These are just on Google. Very rude, very arrogant, lacks professionalism in every aspect of the word. I was cursed at during my consultation over the phone with him. He didn't want to hear any of my ideas and basically let me know that he didn't believe a word I said and that I was guilty and that he didn't want to waste his time. I feel very sorry for the unfortunate person who gets stuck with this arrogant attorney. Labrato, if you see his name on any of your paperwork, do whatever you can to get a different attorney. I felt like my life was over and I didn't have a fighting chance after I spoke with him. It was a horrible feeling. And the person who was there to help you should not be your worst enemy. Also, in court, this jerk asked the judge, and I quote, "Why do I have to represent him as a public defender? He has 2 luxury vehicles. He should be able to afford a private attorney." That is the most ignorant and unprofessional thing I've ever heard come out of a learned man's mouth. If anyone out there knows who I need to file some kind of grievance with, whether it be the Indiana Bar Association or some kind of other law organisation, please let me know. Thank you. Oh, there's more. Okay, so again, I've cut the name off here. This man is very rude. I'm not even in trouble. I wrote him in regard to my brother and was very rude and told me I was clueless and never to email him again. My brother is being misrepresented by him. Liberato was on suspension for weeks and no one's saying why. But for sure, he representing my brother, he was very rude and arrogant to me. For a chief public defender, who and what has he defended? If I don't know any better, since I'm clueless, I thought he was the chief prosecutor or judge. Not someone I would ever want to defend anyone considering his views on the wrong side of the fence for any backbone or defence of any criminal case. William S. Liberato is Chief Public Defender in Allen County. Oh, and guess what? William Liberato has a Facebook. And guess who's one of his friends? Francis Seagull. 'Cause of course they're Facebook friends. 'Cause of course they are. All right. Okay, so Richard Allen does not have a fighting chance with William Liberato. The other guy, Robert Scremin, one bad review about money. You know, but this is terrible. Terrible. He is in the judge's back pocket. Richard Allen in Westville Correctional Facility for the foreseeable future with a very dodgy mental health, with Odinist guards, whatever they call themselves. Is William S. Liberato just going to force Richard Allen to plead guilty? Even if he's innocent. All right, but Andrew Baldwin is now fighting back. Thankfully, Andrew Baldwin and Brad Rosie are honourable men. They are trying everything to fight for Richard Allen, who they truly believe is innocent. I think we can tell by now that the 136-page memorandum wasn't just some nonsense. Right? It was true about the guards in their own affidavits. It's been proven right about a lot of what he said about the Odinists. This isn't just a story made up by them. This information is from 2 FBI people and one person from law enforcement who truly believed this theory was what actually happened to Abby and Libby. Click, Murphy and Forensi before he was shot to death. So the FBI Behavioural Sciences Unit thought that the Odinist theory was the one that most probably happened to Abby and Libby. They haven't made this up. Whether it's an Odinist that killed Abby and Libby has never fully been investigated, because the beginning of March, less than a month after Abby and Libby were murdered, the Odinists were cleared. Okay, so Andrew Baldwin, motion to reconsider. This was filed yesterday. Now, people were telling me at the end of my live that there was another document and I couldn't find it, but I found it after. So here it is. This came out yesterday. Counsel for Andrew J. Baldwin. So this is his attorney, David Hennessy, who's filed this motion for the court to reconsider the erroneous order to the clerk of Carroll County and the removal of appointed counsel without the opportunity to be heard. In support, counsel states, on October 26, 2023, the court issued the following order. Clerk of the Carroll County Circuit Court ordered to remove attorneys Baldwin and Rosie as attorneys of record in this case. We read that document. We read it. We just read it before. The county clerk is an elected position, duly elected by the people of the county. She or he is a member of the executive branch of government, not the judicial branch. Part of the clerk's responsibilities is to maintain a complete and accurate record of court filings. No judge has the authority to oversee the clerk or order the clerk to alter the record of court filings. Judge Frances C. Gull does what she wants. Okay, a judge may order sealings of filings only if she complies with the access to court record rules, which Judge Gull has not. On October 19, 2023, Judge Gull obtained a coerced and involuntary oral motion of Mr. Baldwin. The withdrawal is a nullity and invalid, and not in compliance with Rule 3.8 and 70B of the Indiana Rules of Trial Procedure. Mr. Baldwin has never filed a written motion to withdraw and will not do so. By operation of trial rules, he remains counsel of record. On the same day, the court obtained the same manner of oral promise from Attorney Rosie to file a motion to withdraw, which he has not done and will not do. The due process clauses of the state and federal constitution apply to all citizens, not just the accused. The fundamental notion of due process is notice and the opportunity to be heard. There have been no valid motions to withdraw by appointed counsel. There has been no order of disqualification. There is no legitimate basis for disqualifications. See motion for recusal and to disqualify previously filed and incorporated herein by reference. Upon the filing of the motion for recusal and to disqualify, the court loses the authority and jurisdiction to make rulings on other motions or issue orders, and ruling on the request for recusal and disqualifications, Lewis v. State, and then the reference. The court's order to remove appointed counsel leaves the accused without representation, interferes with the attorney-client relationship, and was done outside the presence of the accused, and prejudices his substantial right to the effective representation of counsel. Respectfully submitted, David R. Hennessy. What do you make to that? They are not going down without one hell of a fight. I have huge respect for Andrew Baldwin and Brad Rosie, who are trying their best to do what is right for their client. Have mistakes been made from Andrew Baldwin's office? Yes. But Richard Allen is aware. Richard Allen is happy to go forward with these guys. And that leak does not benefit Richard Allen. That leak does not benefit the defence at all. Richard Allen wants these attorneys. Richard Allen does not want these guys with these terrible Google reviews, especially William Labrato, the pal of Frances C. Gull. I rest my case, Your Honour, for now. So, let me know what you think about all of this in the comments. I'll see you in the next video. Hopefully, I'll see you over on my other channel, Michelle Walks, to talk about missing Holland Snap and Finn Creaney. So, see you there. Also, there's going to be a members live in the next couple of days. I'm not sure whether it's going to be tomorrow or Monday. I'm not sure. I'll check my schedule and let you know. Alright guys, bye for now.